Hi, welcome to my channel. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, do subscribe my channel immediately and click on the bell icon to get notifications whenever I upload a new video. And if you like my videos, share the links among your friends and teachers. Here in this video lesson, we are going to learn the meanings for new words in the context the never never nest with some example sentences. Here we go. The very first one is charming, which is used as an adjective in the context the never never nest. Charming means very pleasant or very attractive. When something is attractive, when something is pleasant, you can express through the word charming, which is an adjective. Here is a sentence. She is charming. That means she is attractive and she is pleasant. One more word is here, cozy, which can be written both ways, C-O-S-Y or C-O-Z-Y, which is used as an adjective in the context. Cozy means giving a feeling of comfort or warmth and relaxation. When you feel something for a place which gives you comfort, warmth and relaxation, you can express the feeling of the place using the word cozy. Here is an example. It's a cozy room with furniture. That means it's a comfortable room with all the furniture available. One more word is here, radiogram, which is used as a noun in the context. Radiogram means a combined radio and record player built into a cabinet with a speaker. You can see in the image the radiogram. Radiogram is used to listen to music. Here it is the sentence. Another word is business. Business is used as a noun in the context. Business means a person's regular occupation, a person's regular profession, or a person's regular trade. Whether it is trade or occupation or profession, that can be expressed using the word business. Teaching is my business. That means teaching is my profession and teaching is my passion as well. One more word, little nest, which is used as a noun in the context. Little nest means a house in the context. Here the never never nest. This is our little nest. That means this is our house. Another word is owe, which is used as a verb in the context. Owe means be under a moral obligation to give someone gratitude or respect, etc. Here is a sentence. We owe our parents for everything, that we are indebted or we are having a moral obligation to give something as a gratitude or respect to our parents. We owe our parents for everything. One more word is will never do or would never do is a phrase which can be used to express that you think it is not appropriate or not suitable in some way. When you think it is not appropriate, when you think it is not suitable in some way, you can say would never do. Here is the sentence. You would never do missing my videos. That means it is not appropriate missing my videos. It is not suitable in some way missing my videos. It can be used either will never do or would never do. Both are same. The next word is uneconomic, which is used as an adjective in the context. Uneconomic means constituting an inefficient use of money or other resources. Here is a sentence. It would be uneconomic to buy a car without having a house. You don't have a house even, but you wanted to buy a car. People think that it would be uneconomic. Good heavens, which is a phrase used informally to express surprise or anger or happy or something else. When you or surprised, when you're happy, or when you're something else, you feel to express that feeling, and you can use good heavens. Here is the sentence. Good heavens, you liked my videos. That means I am very happy that you liked my videos and you are watching my videos. Another word is thingamies, which is used as a noun in the context. Thingamy means you refer to something or someone as thingamy when you do not know or cannot be bothered to use the proper word or name for them. You don't want to name them, but you have to say something about that. You can use the word thingamy. For instance, here is an example. We have many relations like friends, parents and thingamies. That means we have many relations like friends, parents, and you don't want to mention other relations. Instead of mentioning other relations, you just mention thingamies. That refers to all the other relations. One more word is motto, which is used as a noun in the context. Motto means a short sentence or a short phrase which is chosen as summarizing the beliefs or ideas of an individual or a family or an institution. If it is a person, for instance me, I have some beliefs, I have some ideas. For me, I can express my beliefs, my ideas using a phrase or a sentence. That will become my motto. Here is the example. Teach something you learnt is my motto. I believe that one should teach something they learnt. Another word is taught, which is used as a noun in the context. Taught means if you describe someone, especially a woman, in a position of authority as a taught, you mean that they are fierce, bad-tempered and strict. When you feel somebody they are bad-tempered, when you feel somebody they are strict, when you feel somebody they are fierce, you can express using the word taught. Here is a sentence. She can be quite a taught. That means she can be quite a bad-tempered, she is very strict. And the next word is I am afraid, is a sentence or an expression used to express polite or formal apology or regret. When you have done something wrong or when you are not able to do something, politely reject the thing you wanted to do, you can use this phrase I am afraid to regret or to say a formal apology. Here is a sentence. I am afraid I can't do that. I regret that I can't do that. I am apologizing that I can't do that. Thanks for watching my videos. If you like my videos, subscribe my channel and share my videos among your teachers and friends. Thank you.